moves up into the 6th position now. Taylor still holding in the draft behind her. Doug Smith continuing to lead. Terry Tullis in the 8 machine still second, just a couple of car lengths back and just holding that position. Suggs in the 29 beginning to put a little bit more pressure on Mark Ross in that number 12 car for the 3rd spot. Here's Suggs in the 29 taking a look to the inside as they head for turn number 1 as Ross slams the door on him down in the corner. Off turn 2, Ross able to open up a car length over Suggs in the 29. We got the 55 car slowing on the high side down in 1 and 2. Sonny Saxon in the 55 waving his hand, so he's got problems. Going to get down to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll probably head for the pits here. They can make it around the racetrack. Leaders coming up to put another lap on the 48 of Heather Suggs as they work the outside off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Still about the same distance between 1st and 2nd, then a big gap back to 3rd place Mark Ross. And Suggs beginning to fall back just a little bit from him. Peyton in the 14 has narrowed some of the distance between he and Suggs, but a big distance back to Cash, who some of these drivers now probably beginning to hope for some sort of a caution to bunch the field up. Leaders come by, there'll be 10 laps to go, 10 laps remaining in our Florida Mini Cup feature event. All right, leaders again coming back to the stripe. They put a lap on the 44 machine of Don Saxon as they went by that time. Terry Tullis beginning to lose some distance now, back about 4, 5, 6 car lengths now down the back straightaway. Doug Smith in that 17 car is looking fast, pulling away again down towards turn number 1. Tullis falling back a little bit farther that time around. Meanwhile, Suggs in the 29s tried to pick up the pace a little bit, put some more pressure on Mark Ross, trying to grab that 3rd spot. He knows the leaders are way out front, but he's got a shot at one more position there. Down to the inside this time. Suggs taking a look again on your 3rd place battle down into turn number 1. Slips back in line behind Ross though, but he's right on the back bumper as they exit turn 2. Meanwhile, Oriema, the 3 machine, Carlos Pinta, a little battle there. Oriema pulling away now. Smith now pulls up alongside the 36 again, and Mike Holt putting another lap on the 36 car. Terry Tullis clearing the lap car as well, but is seeing the leader continue to open up his lead. Meanwhile, Suggs again takes a look to the inside of Ross as they go down the front straightaway. Laps winding down, just 5 to go. Here's Suggs down to the inside. Suggs pulls up alongside of Mark Ross and has the advantage as they go down the backstretch. We got a lap car just up ahead, the 44 of Don Saxon. See how this plays out as they continue this battle for 3rd and 4th position. Here comes Suggs down to the line at this point. He's the 3rd place car, but here comes the 12 of Mark Ross right back on the outside. Lap car up ahead. As they make the move around the lap car up ahead, and Suggs slips up. Does a little slide job up in front of Mark Ross. They're going to go 3 wide into turn number 3. Suggs trying to grab that 3rd spot, but Mark Ross will not give it up easily and comes back and actually leads that time by for the 3rd spot. Still side by side. Suggs, though, finally gets a full car ahead. See if he can get up in line, and he does. dropping Mark Ross back to the 4th spot, but I don't think Ross is done yet. As the leader comes by, Doug Smith, he'll get the 2-lap to go signal. 2 laps remaining in our Florida Mini Cup feature event. Mark Ross has had to settle for the 4th spot and see Suggs opening up just a little bit on him down in turn number 1. Leader comes down the front stretch, takes the white flag. One more time around for Doug Smith in the number 17. Going to have a couple of lap cars to deal with here. Oriema, the 21, also that 2 car of Matt Orovitz on the inside as well. He clears them both. Off turn number 4 and down for the checkered flag. It will go to the 17 of Doug Smith. 2nd spot goes to the 8 of Terry Tullis. Our 3rd place battle working around some lap cars as well. Here comes the 29 machine of Dan Suggs taking the 3rd spot. 4th goes to Ross in the number 12, and finishing 5th, the number 14 of Bobby Payton. So a good run for the Florida Mini Cup Racing Association tonight, as we had a great battle there to finish at the line between the 15 of Taylor and the 05 of Cash. And it was Cash nipping at the line. The 05 scored at the line ahead of the 15 of Taylor. So here comes your leaders down to the front straightaway, and they'll get the photos down here. But the Florida Mini Cups putting in the feature event here tonight, 30 laps without a caution flag, which is always great. And so he'll be climbing out of his car. Doug Smith in the number 17, your winner tonight.
Well, it looks to me like Doug Smith has wrapped up another victory here. Coming back from a rain delay 2 weeks ago to finish up in 1st place. And Jerry Thomas coming in about 8 car lengths behind as they congratulate each other on a nice race. And we're going to have a little trophy session right here. See the good sportsmanship between the two. 2 good competitors, long-time competitors. Ask you a question. With Doug Smith obviously being the winner of the last race, how fast do you think they were going around this track?
With the times they're turning out here, probably between 90 and 100 miles an hour, and the upper end of 100.
You know, very rarely do you see 4 wide, but we certainly saw it tonight.
Yeah, those guys there aren't clicking at that kind of speed. They can't run that kind of speed at 4 wide. But when you get out in clean air like they do, or you can draft up, they'll hit those speeds.
What are you guys going to do now with Doug's car?
We tore Doug down 2 weeks ago when he won here, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tear the carburetor down, retech it, make sure everything's right with it. He's running a double stack Tillotson carburetor, and just make sure everything's clean, green, so he can take the win.
Oh, interesting. Before the race, we were talking to Doug, and he went out on 2 practice laps, and he had I think it was a broken chain the first time, and he had another problem with it on the second time around. So it's interesting to see him come back and fix it up and come out with a victory. Yeah,
that's one of the good things about this type of racing here is guys take things to the edge like Doug does, and that's running a loose chain to keep rear end free where it rolls good. And then sometimes by doing that, you penalize yourself by breaking chains every now and then.
For the most part, not bad at all, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was just good racing all the way around. I didn't have any problems with anybody out there tonight.
How'd you do? I saw you. Just couldn't get a crank going, huh?
No, and I tried to
got a brand new motor, something's wrong.
Well, they tell me, Dan told me his motor took, and Tom told me it took 4 races before his motor broke in.
Not so bad. I think I've had this twice.
Woohoo! Number 1! We did it again!
And we have the winner of the New Smyrna Florida Mini Cup, Doug Smith. You had quite a few problems prior to the race and qualifying time and practice laps, I should say. And came back nicely. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. The Maniac Motorsports Douglas J. Smith Auction Miniers Ford Taurus was on a rail for the feature. We had our share of problems coming in, We broke a chain the first time out. We had a fuel line rupture the second practice. We didn't get much practice, but we just went back to the notebook, and we've been running real good here at Smyrna Speedway, and I went back to my notebook, and I did try something different tonight that I'm going to break my streak and not tell everybody what I did tonight.
Well, you're going to keep it a secret. I noticed that you and Terry were going nip and tuck there, flip-flopping and shaking and baking. It was a nice race.
Well, as it turns out, I had another problem. I broke a header. So my header's only hanging on by my engine by the brace. It's all that's left holding it on. It was broke off, and I could feel it. Car quit pulling about the last 4 laps. I could feel it. It's like, oh boy, where's Terry? I kept looking in my mirrors, and I used the lap cars. I tried to scuff him on them lap cars. As soon as I get by him, I duck down in front of him so he wouldn't get my draft and he could suck up on me. But Terry's a good, clean racer, and anytime I beat Terry, I feel like I've accomplished a great goal because he's a good racer. He's been in this longer than I have. Like I said, he's one of the few guys been around longer than me, and I learned a lot from Terry, and I enjoy racing Terry as much as anybody that I've ever raced with, and he ran a great race too. I'm pretty lucky to finish with a header pipe. You lose a lot of horsepower when you break a header pipe on one of these little motors.
Was he catching up on you?
Well, I scuffed him on a couple lap cars. I lost him in lap traffic, and that helped me the last few laps because he was coming back at the end. I thought he was drawing back up on me.
So there's a lot more strategy, and a lot of people think about this. You know, it's kind of a chess match, wouldn't you say?
Well, you can't go out. You can't try to win on the first or second, third lap. Like, I had to start in the back tonight because I missed qualifying, but I missed qualifying for one of the best reasons you could ever have. I was attending my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. That was, they were married
Congratulations.
July 12th, 1953. I got a trophy right here I'm going to take up and give to them with their 50th wedding anniversary date on it. This is their trophy. I come to get this for my parents.
All right, we have Terry Tullis. It was a real close race, you and Doug. I'm telling you, you guys are battling out. What'd you think about this?
It was a good race. I slipped up coming out of 2 here, and he got underneath him. I kind of run him low down the back straightaway, but I gave him room going into the corner. And once he got around me, he really didn't pull on me. As a matter of fact, I think I started pulling back a little bit. I think he started slowing down on me. And then we had a couple lap cars that got in there. He got lucky and got him down the straightaway, and I got him in the corner. And he opened up the gap a little bit, and I couldn't close up on it. But I'll tell you what, it was a fun night tonight.
It was going back and forth. You're in first place, and then back into second. It was battling back and forth. That's exactly the kind of racing we like to have in Florida Mini Cup, don't you think?
Taking the dash of cash, you know, I pulled out there in the lead. I made a bobble on the corner, had a couple cars get back, get around me, and I got them back. And it was a fun night. You know, it's not just fun for us, the fans up there. That's what they're here to see and do. Nobody tore their stuff up tonight, but we give a good show, and it was fun. I'll tell you what, it was hot.
Okay, we have Dan Suggs, third place finish tonight. Dan Suggs of SuggsMotorsports.com, and hey, congratulations on the third place finish. It was nip and tuck. Very nice, very nicely done.
Car was running real well tonight. Guys worked really hard. Brand new paint job for the race. The Goodwrench, GM Goodwrench Del Air Chevrolet was running real good tonight. We're really pleased with third. Third is quite a feat here when you're racing against, of course, Budweiser, Terry Tullis, and this guy over here.
The Maniac?
The Maniac, that's right. So, yeah, we're pretty pleased with the car tonight. It was running really good, and now we can look forward to the next level, take it to the next step, and see if we can get it tweaked in a little more and compete with these guys for top.
Hey, tell me a little bit about this paint job. I noticed it looks great.
It was painted by J&B Custom Enterprises, and he does a terrific job. He's been in the business for 20 some odd years now at the dealership, and come on home to do his own. He's got a professional shop right at his house. And
we have Don Saxon, 10th place finisher. Congratulations on 10th place. And we also have the mystery drawing, which was a raffle that was pulled out of a hat by Tyler Clark. Right. And you walked away with some money tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Just thanks to Tom and Karen for doing this, and my wife and my little girl.
Well, this is beginning to be commonplace here with the Suggs family, isn't it? Congratulations, Heather. I see that you have the first place Future Star Division, beautiful trophy, and you walk away with some money. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a good race, and tried to hold my line as good as I could, but it was a good race.
Well, we have Dan Orovitz here, his very first race, rookie, and congratulations. How was it out there?
It was a lot of fun out there. It was definitely a lot harder than I thought it would be from watching in the stands a couple months ago. But now I'm down on the track. I see what it's about. I got some work to do, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, that's okay. You have something to build on, but hopefully this will be able to help you out. At least you walk away with some money with 13th place, and I guess you can shoot for moving up the ladder.
Nowhere's to go but up from here, right?
There you go. Congratulations and very positive attitude.